Welcome. This is kind of an experimental minisode with just Pippin and myself, because we realized last night that it's a fifth Wednesday this month, right, Pip?
In my defense, I realized midweek, texted it to the group, and then all of us, including myself, forgot again.
Whoops. So, yeah, it'll work. I mean, I'll have Animal Crossing sound in the background here. I figure it's kind of a nice...
Yeah.
Although it might be a distraction. Who knows? Or it might not come through at all.
Wait, is it copyrighted?
Oh, it might be. There we go. Now it's not. So, yeah, Pip. Yeah. Both you and I have recently...
Fell into the trap.
Yeah. Yeah, we, in the midst of these current times,
Yep.
Like many other people out there on the worldwide interweb, we have picked up our own copies of Animal Crossing.
If you haven't heard of Animal Crossing New Horizons and are either joined in or tired of it, that means you haven't been on the internet, and honestly, good for you.
Yeah, hey, congrats.
Thank you for still listening to the podcast.
We love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never played an Animal Crossing game before. Have you, Pippin?
I played the mobile game Pocket Camp for a little bit.
Oh.
And then quickly got tired of it because it was
Typical.
It was a mobile game repetitive sort of thing. But
yeah.
I played enough to recognize some of the campers.
Aw.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I recognize you. Hi, Cherry. Cherry's not even on my island, but I love her anyway. And, to recognize the basic sort of setup of, get currency, pay off loans.
Which, having recently done the whole, all that, getting a car and all that, that's life. It's life simulator without any negative repercussions.
There are no consequences in this game, and that's why I love it.
It's like, I can blow off paying off this home loan however long I want, and the kindly raccoon, bank guy, I don't know how you classify Tom Nook, but he's just like, yeah, bro, just pay back whenever.
Whatevs, dude, it's all fine. A lot of people try to paint Tom Nook as a villain because he's charging you all this money for, all this stuff. And I'm like, no. Exchange of currency for goods and or services is a thing.
It's true.
But he's not charging you interest. There is no time limit.
Nope.
It's like time and effort and supplies he's charging you for. The only thing I get annoyed about is when he charges me to put out the plot of land for a new house. I'm like, bro, you really should be taking on the charge for that one, but okay.
No, but you're the island's benefactor, the mysterious benefactor, the one human on an island full of anthropomorphic creature people.
Yeah.
And you don't dwell on that.
No.
Never.
You don't need to dwell on that.
And really, you shouldn't have to. I mean, it's a pleasant romp. But I think one thing that I think would be interesting for us to talk about here is how are we approaching the story, as it were? Well, cause in a game in which it's basically 100% sandbox, how do you, make narrative? How do you, I wouldn't say justify going and doing all this in the first place, but that's kind of what I'm saying.
I mean, in a lot of games and I guess stories, there's a bunch of stuff going on. And in video games, you have goals and then mini goals to get to that goal. I take in the only other Switch game I've really played, which is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I finally played it. You are supposed to defeat Ganon. And then in order to do that, you have to defeat these other mini dungeons and all that sort of stuff. But your main goal of Animal Crossing, I guess, I've heard, is to get KK Slider, to come play at your island. And yeah. I've heard that once KK Slider plays, the end credits roll.
Yep, they do.
Which is wild to me, because this is clearly a game that has no end.
Well, that's when the game, some might say, truly begins, because then you can terraform, you can do all this other stuff, and it's the quest to give your star, or get 5 stars on your island from Isabel.
Yeah. KK Starter comes at 3 stars. I'm currently at 2.
Oh, I'm at 0 because I just started this week because, I am first to the bandwagon.
I started playing at the end of March. Not right when it came out, but not long after.
Yeah.
Because 2 of my friends either bought it when it came out or like straight up pre-ordered it. We're not among the ones who were complaining about it being like slightly delayed because of, international shipping. They were all like, calm down. It's a video game. It'll get here when it gets here. But that being said, all the people who say that's a perfect game for the times we live in are right.
Yep. A game in which the only bad thing to ever happen to you is getting repeatedly stung by wasps.
You sent me that message today and I missed it until like an hour later.
Yep.
And I saw it right after I had caught some wasps.
Oh.
I am their master. They cannot claim me, except for all the times that they do.
The bastards.
You know how to make medicine, right?
Of course.
Okay,
of course.
I just wanted to be sure.
Day one.
Listen,
And also, a couple of times I've had my bug net already out. I've
learned to shake the trees before I do anything with them, with my net out. Because more than once I've gone to chop it down because I wanted the wood or I just wanted the tree gone. And the wasp have gone, what are you doing to our home?
You pay for your hubris.
Oh man. What's really great is when I am about to be attacked by a wasp or bitten by the goddamn tarantula, and I accidentally open like the chat or something, and it freezes time so I can see what's about to happen and can do nothing to stop it.
I've not encountered tarantulas yet, so thank you for giving me that future anxiety.
You're welcome. You can't outrun them.
Oh no.
Well, you can get ahead of them and then turn around and try to time your net properly.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be kind of difficult because they're kind of speedy. Or if you're on your island, run into a building.
Oh no.
That being said, if you catch one, 8,000 bells apiece.
Bells for days.
That's why everyone wants to get to Tarantula Island. Which sounds like a horror movie. Which I both want and don't want.
Welcome to Tarantula. It probably has like a mad scientist already included as well.
I should make a mad scientist costume.
And that gets to my other narrative ideas here. So I'm just going about living my best life. I've made a hoodie that has my dog's face on it because
Nerd.
I am that type of Animal Crossing player, I guess.
He's also that kind of pet owner.
Yep.
That being said, always send me pictures of your dog.
Of course. I mean, come on, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy, and people show me pictures of their pets, and I don't own one, so I'm like, let me show you my nephew pet? My nephew, I don't know.
Dog nephew.
He's cute.
Yeah.
He's a very good boy.
He is. He's also a good guard.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far.
Well, he was suspicious of you, so... Oh.
Wow.
But, so that's my approach so far, and I might kind of go into, like, arranging my little section of the island almost like one of those, like, British estates where you have the trees lining the the cobblestone pathway leading up to the house. Maybe a couple of fountains. Maybe I'll be hosting balls in which I might meet, young, eligible, ladies of the nobility or something.
I did just buy the pack to move my house, so it's now on one of the elevated cliffs. Not the highest one. Just
of course.
A bit higher up than everybody else. And I've started actually going, hey, maybe I should use fencing. And I'm thinking through my flower arrangements.
Well,
I'm in it for the clothes.
I'm in it for as soon as I have a second room on my house, because again, I am that early in the game.
I just got the upstairs.
Oh, damn. I'm making a kitchen, y'all, because I am that type of person.
A friend just gave me a refrigerator, and I was like, fuck yeah, I don't have one.
Damn! I had to buy a knife rack.
I think I was just given the knife rack too. I know I bought my stand mixer. I'm not sure I bought anything else.
Son of a gun, there's a stand mixer?
Yes. Man, if I'd thought about it, I would have bought one the other day from my Nooks shop and I would have given it to you. If I see it again, I'll get it for you.
Totes.
But yeah, I opened the fridge and it also does the wardrobe functionality. So I opened my fridge, it's like, do you want to change clothes? I'm like, bit weird, but yes, also I do.
And I can make the Apple TV.
That being said, if you want to send me a few apples, I want to plant some apple trees.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Well, open up your island and I can just do it right now while we're chatting. Because we're that extra.
But yeah, I tend to do retail therapy a lot because of who I am as a person. But if I do it on my island...
it's not as bad.
I don't have real world consequences.
Which is, again, the thing we're trying to avoid here. Real life.
That being said, both fictional Pippin and real Pippin stress bought a stand mixer, so we're like...
Yeah, I like how 3 out of the 4 siblings of the sibling cabal now have stand mixers.
It's true. I got mine because Alex sent pictures of his. I'm like, well, that seems
do you want
cool.
oranges, Pippin?
I could use more. I only have 3 trees and they haven't bloomed yet. Damn them. So yes.
But yeah,
there was also an exciting day when I was dressed up, in a black hood, and I custom made a black ball gown with a bloody apron, and I carried around an axe in the rain, and it was the most glorious time.
Well, weren't you just, well, this is what I was trying to get to, a little bit earlier. So my aesthetic is English manor house, potentially with a crazy dog owner who lives inside. You had a different idea, right, Pippin?
I was just doing that horror movie for that one night, cause the hood was in the Able Sisters shop, and I was like, I can plan a whole aesthetic around this one item.
But like, weren't you saying that you'd be the island's cryptid?
I do want to be the island cryptid, except now here's the thing, I switch over so fast, because it's easy to do that in this game. You can make a new personality every day. So now I'm trying to go for charming English countryside thing, but not mansion like you are, but like small town that clearly has a dark underbelly, because I'm still me.
So you're making Gravity Falls.
I mean, a little bit. Or maybe, the village from Hot Fuzz. I should totally do that.
We're just nerding out about Animal Crossing here. If you've already tuned out, we understand. If you're here, talk to us about what you're doing with your island. And heck, through Pippin or myself, we can make an Animal Crossing empire here.
I think this is a thing the real legit Animal Crossing players say, send me your turnip prices. I have not even messed around with the stalk market yet, what they actually call it.
The stalk market.
The stalk kit. Because I guess they comes around to sell the turnips on like Sunday morning, and I'm like never playing on Sunday morning, because I'm sleeping.
Fair.
But I'm gonna see if I can do it.
What, this game is having you maintain a regular life routine?
What?
Perhaps another hidden benefit of the times.
Though I was watching a video today that mentioned that the DIY system, where you build your own stuff, is new to this game, and it really facilitates people who are on off schedules, because they can play at night. I mean, the tarantulas will get you, but...
At what point do tarantulas spawn on your own island? Or do they ever?
They're there all the time. If you're playing after like 7 p.m., they could pop up at any moment. Like the first night I was playing. Did you watch Griffin McElroy's live streams? Because he got like 5 tarantulas on his first night, and he made such noises.
I haven't seen a single tarantula yet.
Oh, bro, they'll get you.
Wait, it's after 7:30 right now. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Bren from Astro Craig is here to play. Also, I'm stupidly proud of my island name.
I'm proud of mine. Come on, the Astro Crag.
Bren's is called the Astro Crag, which is a reference to,
Nickelodeon Guts.
Yeah! Starring with Chad Mike O'Malley, who later went on to star in Glee.
Yeah,
he's Burt Hummel's dad. He's Burt Hummel, Kurt Hummel's dad.
Huh.
I'm here for your Weird Glee trivia. My island is called Raziner, because peregrination was too long. And if it couldn't let me have that dumb pun, I was going to have a different one. Where the fuck are you? And Raziner is the real name of, Peregrine Took. Cause the Lord of the Rings is translated from Western.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a deep cut.
And so in the original Western, which Tolkien translated into English, Peregrine Took was Raziner Took, and Raziner means wanderer, traveler. Peregrine means wanderer, traveler. So it's like, oh, I'll call Raziner Peregrine, it will have the same meaning. So I called my island, Raziner. A joke very few people will get. Thank you very much.
Somehow Stephen Colbert's ear twitches.
Listen, all I want is to someday meet Stephen Colbert, have him ask me if my name is actually Pippin, and for me to go, no, actually it's Raziner, and seeing if he can get it. Anyway, you're welcome to anything on my island. I ask that you not dig up any of my flowers, except feel free to the cosmos and, like, the pansies. I see pansies all the time.
I see you've planted plenty of roses.
Yes, I stole them from you.
I know. Jerk.
Listen, you weren't able to access the cliffs yet, so I grabbed them. Though that pink one is a hybrid that I grew all on my own.
How did the hybrids happen, Pippin?
Oh, if you plant them sort of spaced out on diagonals, so there's a space between, they'll grow in the spaces between.
But yeah, so do we have anything else to talk about here with Animal Crossing?
If you want to be my friend on Animal Crossing, you totally can be. Just message me. But yeah, there are a ton of videos about it. They're adding new events.
It's kind of become a cultural phenomenon thing.
It is the best-selling Animal Crossing game. It set records for, downloads and releases. Again, possibly because of the current times. Because...
the times.
Yeah. Because, not to talk about Earth stuff, but times are shitty. And a lot of us are home, and we're able to play games, and there's a social element. Because, Brendan just came to my island, and is stealing my shit. Because...
Be glad I'm not stealing your minerals.
Go for it. I have so much in my storage.
Awesome, I'm stealing your iron.
Yeah, no, go for it. I have so much in storage. I am not sure I've hit all my rocks yet either.
Oh, you're just like trying to get gold, aren't you, Pippin?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna call it here. I hope that, all of you out there are, coping as well as you can. Find whatever escapism that you can out there.
We recommend Animal Crossing, though, if that's not your thing, we also understand. Notice how only 2 of us are here.
Yep. That'll be a hell of a thing if Kat ever starts playing Animal Crossing.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. I just shut off my Switch and I was like, oh wait, is that gonna kick Brendan off?
It did.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even...
My character has now been thrown to the space between spaces and is suffering through some sort of weird hell dimension.
I'm sorry. I was gonna put my thing aside to actually do a proper ending. I was like, oh, let me turn off my Switch while I set it aside.
So yeah, that concludes our little mini-sode here. Do you have any other parting words, Pippin?
Stay safe, stay healthy, send me those turnip prices.
The stock market, come on!
I hear that Elijah Wood went to a fan's island because of her turnip prices. He DM'd her and went, can I come to your island? For the turnips? And she's like, yes.
I want cabbages just so I can have Cabbage Guy from Avatar.
I mean...
My cabbages!
Oh man, you can make a cabbage stall.
Boom!
Decorate it with cabbages and just not have any cabbages there because the Avatar's been around.
Oh, yes. I love it. That's a new goal. That's the thing with this game, with all the DIY and design customization stuff. You can just make whatever you feel like making that day. And you know what? That is the type of escapism we need right now.
Yes.
So from our homes to yours.
And to your fantasy islands.
Yes. as Pippin said, stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you guys in a week from now with the proper episode on Mortal Kombat. Isn't that going to be fun? Dun, 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 dun. Actually, Pippin, you need to remember to call somebody. Do a proper interview.
Oh, do you mean should I
You don't think?
call mom and dad?
Shh, we're not supposed to talk about that. Although this is the Easter egg for the people who stuck to the end. Good on you.
Already told me his story about the novelization without prompting. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Which I take as permission to share it to everybody when the time comes. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It wasn't that. You should have told me.
All right. So this is Brendan.
And I'm Pippin.
And we're signing off from this minisode. Bye everyone.